to the 6th episode of Good Advice, where I'm hoping that the ladies are actually listening. Now, this one actually could be for the men. The reason I'm saying that is because this episode features a woman who is basically telling women why men are frustrated. Now, this is some good advice, so ladies, take notes, and men, pay attention. Now, let's go ahead. Oh, wait, before we get into this, my name is Bertrand. I am the coolest dude on the planet, and I'm your friend. Confidence and clarity is the goal for my channel. Why is this good advice? So let's go ahead and check her out.
Good man, Savannah. A good man.
The reason why men get frustrated over seeing something like this is not what you think. It is not because they fit into this category of being a nice guy without tattoos or any baggage or any record. It is because of one universal thing that I believe all men share. It is that that man wants to be desired by the woman that he desires. And if she doesn't desire him, she has to convince herself to be with him. That man doesn't want it. You might think that all the power is in your hands for this relationship between a nice guy and you to work out because you're the one that's having to convince yourself to be with him. But that man is smarter than that. Good men know what they deserve and they're very aware of what they want. And they are smart, so when they sense that you don't really want to be with them, you're having to kind of convince yourself. Because he's a good man, he might stick around for a little bit just to make sure that what he is sensing is true. But once he knows the truth, he is out of there.
Deuces. I'm throwing up the deuces, especially if that woman is disrespectful or if I feel like that. So I got 4 reasons as to why this is actually good advice. Number 1, we have to kind of level set first. For all the women out there that think they're beautiful, we got to bring them down back to where they actually are. The reason why is because when it comes to men and what women want, like what men want versus what women want, it actually goes together. The problem is some women's standards are a little bit too high, meaning they're overvaluing themselves. They don't understand that every man does not make a certain amount of money. Let's say it this way. A lot of men are not making over $50,000 a year. So if they overvalue themselves thinking that, yeah, I deserve a man that makes over 100 grand. Well, I'm sorry, but there's not that many men. Number 2, men want to be desired. Well, let's change the desired word to actually needed. Men have an innate thing inside of us. Like we have this thing inside of us where we have to be needed. Me personally, I have to be needed. If I don't feel needed in the relationship, then I'm probably not in the relationship. So this is something that women really have to pick up on because it really comes down to knowing how to talk to a man, knowing how to talk to me. That's where my problems come. Like when a woman knows how to talk to me and she's smiling and she's sweet and she's feminine, cooperative, right? When she's at least half of those things, that's where I run into problems. Next, we feel like men want an amazing deal, right? When it comes to business or romance, if we're going to do the business thing, we want an amazing deal. But a lot of us will settle for a fair deal. Now, when it comes to unfair and a terrible deal, this is where I would tell men, hey, make sure you put that woman in a category where it's not going to bother you or it's not going to change or it's not going to mess up however you're deciding to live your life.
I shouldn't have to ask for his permission. I shouldn't ask for his permission.
No thing on, just titties out.
I'm not saying my titties out.
He's
saying if I wear a bra last.
The reason men want this, the reason why men want an amazing deal or at least a fair deal is because we're simple. Sex, food, and peace. That peace allows us time to create or allows us time to work, put something together, hunt, whatever it is that that man has in his mind to do. Now, with that peace, he's actually able to do it. The number 4 thing or the number 4 reason why this is good advice is because I do not want a woman that doesn't want me. The reason why is because she's more likely to cheat. She's more likely to be disrespectful. She's more likely to destroy my peace, right? Now, I'm not getting anything done. I'm distracted. And then on top of that, I'm still trying to serve her. Wait, before we continue with this video, I need you to do me a huge favor. Like this video. then subscribe to the channel. After you do that, hit that notification bell for more videos like this. All right, let's get back to the video. I'm still trying to make sure she's good. The messed up part is she's not trying to make sure that I'm good. Men have to be needed in a situation. Think about it this way. If a man were to come up to his wife, girlfriend, and say, hey, you know what? I want you, but I really don't need you. Like, that is going to start an argument. Number 2, men want an amazing deal, but we will settle for a fair deal, right? Meaning you don't have everything that we have on our list, but you at least have the majority of the things, or the important things: feminine, sweet, cooperative, caring, empathetic, fit, right? Those things. Now, again, whatever is more important to the guy is going to vary from guy to guy. Number 3, men are simple: food, sex, and peace. Right now, we can create, we can do what we need to do. And I'm talking about the responsible men, right? The responsible men are going to make sure that things are taken care of. Just give me that peace and you will be taken care of. Number 4, I do not want a woman that doesn't want me, because that's where you really run into problems. Men, this is why I tell you to get your life together, to reinvent yourself, to elevate, to become better. The reason why is because when you have things in order, your mind, your body, and your finances, you have access to a beautiful lifestyle. Now, I'm not here to tell you what that lifestyle is. For me, I could tell you what it is, but you have to create it. You may not like basketball. I love basketball. You may not like jet skis. I love being on jet skis. You may want a wife, or you may want women. When you have certain things in order, or those things in place, now that lifestyle is going to attract the women. They'll be magnetized to whatever it is that you're doing. Now, keep this in mind. If you're exercising, you're going to have a better body, which means you're going to be your most attractive. Now, invest in things that bring that money right back to you. Now, you got money coming back to you. You're in shape. You feel good about yourself because you've been working on your mind. Now, with the mind, this is very important, very key. Meditate and use affirmations. When you fuse both of these things together, now you actually believe in yourself. When you believe in yourself, now you can get things done. Now she can feel good. Most importantly, now you can feel good, because when you need to recharge so you can get right back to whatever you have in your mind, or let's call it purpose, right? Purpose breaks down into 2 things. You're a helper or you're a creator. Both things are needed because manpower is important. People power is important. That's how everything is getting out to all of us. So please don't look down on that. Now, keep this in mind. Complaining about a relationship, a failed relationship, is going to give you reasons to go back, because you're complaining because you're hoping that things change. You're hoping that you get another chance, or that those issues get corrected. Now, I'm here to tell you, once a woman is done, that woman is done. You can keep fighting for it if you want to, but I would advise you against that, because we live in stripper culture. In stripper culture, we have friends with benefits, situationships, flings, even vacay bays. This is where a lot of women are actually receiving a lot of their damage, because they think that because they're cute, sexy, beautiful, gorgeous, whatever the case may be, they don't realize that they're being looked at as a pair of hips. Right? In their mind, they think that they're the one that this guy wants to marry. They're the one that this guy is going to risk it all for. And when they find out that that's not the case, now they make it harder on the next guy, and then the next guy, and then the next guy. And then after that third guy, they may be actually looking for a good guy, right? Because this is why I say good guys finish last. But the problem is, who really wants to have her last? You want to have her first, but in your mind, if you see how things are working out or not working out, you may go ahead and say, you know what, all right, I'll accept her as the last option. The last option for me and I'm her last option. So for some men, this is a good thing. But I do have a question for you guys. Do you agree or disagree with anything said in this video? And have you been in any of these situations where that woman like played you, or she felt like, you know, you weren't good enough for her? Comment under this video. Remember, when you're watching these videos, you are becoming the best version of yourself. That means you 2.0. Other than that, I will see you guys on the next one. Peace.